Hello, I'm BrigantiaBlackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Wednesday and welcome to Journey Through the Tarot. Today we are looking at the Eight of Wands from the Housewives Tarot by Paul Keppel and Jude Buffum. So, first impressions. We see our housewife happily whizzing through the air, flying in formation with cleaning supplies. It's all very precise and impressive. If only we could copy that in real life. I think it would make our mundane chores around the house a little bit more fun. But setting that to one side for the moment, it is the motion of flight that I really want to draw attention to. This image, it just speaks that this housewife, she has places to be. She's going to get to them as efficiently as possible. She is in control of her circumstances and how she reacts to them. So even if something does come at her, it's not going to be allowed to become an unsurmountable obstacle. And I think that is the core energy and feeling that I really get from this card. Now, if we look at the booklet, it gives us three key words to focus on: travel, flight, and growth. Now, keep those in mind as we read the description, which says, a homemaker soars through the sky on a broomstick, with her other cleaning paraphernalia traveling close behind. The Eight of Wands represents a busy time of travel, growth, and expansion. If a trip is in order, you may want to consider flying. Take charge of the situation, and others will follow your lead. So let's have all of this in our minds as we start thinking about how we might interpret this card in a reading. The first and most obvious thing is that it's time to get underway. Whether you're heading out for vacation, or you're embarking on a new project, or you're entering a new chapter in your life, it's just time to get busy. Be in motion. Stop worrying about the best possible way to start, or whether or not you've come up with the world's most perfect plan that covers every possible contingency ever. Set that aside. You just need to start. Sometimes whenever we start something in life, we just need to get going, take that first step, walk down the path, worry about the details later. None of us can account for every possible contingency that could ever exist. So at a certain point, you need to think, I'm as prepared as what is reasonable to be in this situation, and just begin. Now, the second possible interpretation is that the card is signaling for us to take flight, and this could be literal or figurative. Maybe it is that nudge to travel via plane, as the description really suggested, or it could be encouragement for you to take flying lessons or pursue a career path that involves flight. This would be particularly significant if you or your acquirent are considering military service in the Air Force, or if you might want to fly commercial, anything of that sort. Just think about that from that context if you have a feeling that this is leaning literal. However, what's more likely with this card, it is that it's going to be a metaphor, it's figurative, and that could be about leaving the nest, becoming more independent, being more proactive in life, spreading your wings to fly, that sort of thing. Now, of course, it doesn't preclude the possibility that there is a literal interpretation for the card, but for the most part, I would lean towards the figurative meaning unless you have surrounding cards that indicate something else. Now, the third possibility I want to bring up for interpretation is that in the event that the Eight of Wands is referring to a period of growth, the question becomes what kind of growth. It could be mental, it could be emotional, it could be spiritual, it could be physical, there could be technical skills involved. Maybe this is about career progression, taking up a new hobby, maybe more schooling. It really is going to depend on what's going on with the surrounding cards. If you have a lot of cups around you, this could definitely be referring to matters of the heart. If you have swords, you might think that this could be academic interest or some kind of mental development of some sort. If it's a lot of wand cards, then you might think, okay, fire, drive, doing things. That could refer to career or schooling or just any kind of project that you're really super passionate about, that you really need all of your energy and drive directed to. And of course, if you are getting more so Pentacle cards and the rest of the reading, you might think a little bit more grounded, practical terms? Are there things that need to be crossed off the to-do list? Are you perhaps very brilliant in most aspects of life, but when it comes to kind of the daily mundane tasks, maybe you're a bit of an absent-minded professor, maybe you're a procrastinator, maybe there's just other things you always find to do instead of, cleaning the house or mowing the lawn, paying the bills, or doing the, kind of ordinary things that all of us have to do just to keep life going. Look for these surrounding suit cards as those clues. It'll give you a better idea of what kind of specific growth that really needs to be pursued in this instant. And of course, these are just a few possibilities to bear in mind whenever the Eight of Wands comes up in a reading. If you have other thoughts, I would love to hear about them in the comments below, or better yet, come see us on Discord at Blackbird's Brew. There is a link to join in the description box below, and we would be very happy to have you there. But in the meantime, I think that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.